Alright, hello everybody. This is Ryan from Top Deck Tamers, and today I'm here to show you my JESMON deck profile for BT21. I think the deck got pretty strong from the past release, BT20, the 2.5 box, addition to Gankoomon X Antibody and GX Ace. And yeah, I think we can do some pretty cool combos.
JESMON GX, 5 security checks.
And the deck is, power has been increased.
I'm gonna have to put JESMON GX again. Ace.
So to start off, we have the eggs. I run 4 Koromon from BT14. So the main strategy of this deck is you kind of just want to draw into your combo pieces, kind of like stop your opponent to allow you time to draw your main components of the combo and go for the OTK. So this Koromon allows you to draw a card if a security stack is removed, your opponent's security stack. So I think out of all the eggs, this leg enables a lot of draw power. So time for the rookies. First, we run 4 of the BT20 Huckmon. So for this card, start the main by trashing 1 Huckmon or Systemon in its name or roll a night trait from your hand. You draw a card and gain a memory. And the inherent is all your Digimons get 1k DP. During your turn. Pretty simple, just a memory gain and a draw power. And it allows you to put your Systemon in the graveyard for recursion. The next rookies we have is 4 Huckmons from BT13. This allows you to Digivolve into a Bao Huckmon once the Systemon is played. So this deck revolves around playing out the Systemons and getting value from it. And the inherent's pretty good as you gain a memory when a Systemon comes into play. Next we run 2 Huckmons from BT6. This is one of your main searchers, but as this deck, one of our main combo opponents is Gankoomon. So the reason we only run 2 is because it helps us find our other components for our main combo, as the ratios for this deck is very different. But the reason we only run 2 is because it does have the potential to bottom deck our Gankoomon, which is pretty bad, but it's a reveal 5 and add 2, so overall it's pretty good. And for the last rookie, I had run 2 Systemon Blancs from the starter deck. Yeah, same thing, it just helps you put a card in trash and draw 2 cards, and has decoy for your red and black Digimons, so just simple protection and card draw. Moving on to level 4s, I run 4 of the Bao Huckmon from BT20. This is actually the main level 4 you kind of want to get into, as it's very important for your combo with Gankoomon. I'll be showing later in the video. But what it basically does is it reduces the play cost of a Sistermon or a Gankoomon from your hand by 2, which is really good, really powerful. And the other and last Bao Huckmon we run is the one from BT13, where when you play a Sistermon, this Digimon may Digivolve into a Savior Huckmon for the reduced play cost by 2. Pretty good, not as good as the BT21, but we run it just for consistency. Next, I run 2 of the Systemon CL from the starter deck. Pretty good card draw, doesn't make you trash one, reveals 3 and adds 1 Huckmon or Royal Knight trait, which is your whole deck, and then you trash the rest. And all your Digimons with Huckmon or Royal Knight gain reboot. Then I run 3 copies of Systemon CL from BT10. This is one of your combo pieces, as on play, it allows one of your Digimons to Digivolve into a Royal Knight, Digivolution cost, and has a once per turn effect where if one of your Digimons Digivolve, you gain a memory, so it's pretty good to allow you to regain memory and helps for combo. And then I run 1 Systemon CL Awaken from the new BT20, where I just want to run because it helps you stun your opponent, gets you time to survive and build up your combo, and it has a really good effect where you can play it from security. Moving on to level 5, we only run 4 Savior Huckmons from BT20, because out of all the Savior Huckmons, with the new Gankoomon and the GX, it's very hyper aggressive to the OTK, and I feel like the other Savior Huckmons aren't really that good. So the only level 5 in this deck is just this level 5 Savior Huckmon, where on play it deletes 5k DP or less, and at the end of the turn suspend one of your other Digimons, and this Savior Huckmon may Digivolve into a JESMON in your hand without playing cost. And an inheritance is Alliance, so it's a very aggressive Savior Huckmon, and it enables a lot of really cool combos. So you kind of just want to draw a lot of cards and hope you draw the Savior Huckmon like as literally as possible. Now for level 6s, I run 2 of the starter deck JESMON and only 1 of the new, BT20 JESMON. Me personally, I just like the more aggressive playstyle of the starter deck JESMON, where it allows me to play a Systemon from hand for free. And if I do play a Digimon this turn, it gains +1 security with Blitz. And the new JESMON from BT20 is pretty good, but honestly I think that's the preference. I think if you guys are just using this deck profile as a guideline to like your own JESMON deck, these 3 can be interchangeable. You can run 3 of this, 2 of this, and 1 of this. This one allows for more control as it pops an 8k or less and summons a reboot blocker token with 6k and allows one of your Digimons to attack. So they're both pretty good, but me personally, I just prefer this one more. as it gives a stack to 1 security. It has a really cool combo with the BT10 System 1 CL that you could do with this JESMON. I'll be showing later in the video. Next we run 3 JESMON X antibodies, 2 from BT20 and 1 from BT10. So this is also preference, but I might change it to 2 copies of BT10 and 1 copy of BT20, as this is one of the JESMONs that allows you to play a Systemon from the trash, which is pretty good. Well, this JESMON from BT20 gives immunity for a turn, and it also gives Blitz, which is also pretty good. They both allow you to attack unsuspended Digimons. But yeah, this is also up to preference. Next, we have the main protection of the deck, which came out from BT20, which I think kind of skyrocketed the deck's power level a lot. I run 3 Gankoomons from BT20 and 3 Gankoomon X antibodies, also from BT20. So what they do is Gankoomon himself reduces the play cost by 4 if you have a Digimon with Huckmon, JESMON, or Systemon in its name with Reboot Blocker. And on play and when digivolving, one of your Digimons may evolve into a level 6 or lower card with Huckmon in its name or Roll Nitrate from your hand or trash without paying that cost. So this card enables a bunch of combos. And the X antibody, when digivolving, de-digivolves to one of your opponent's Digimon. Then if Gankoomon or X antibody is in this Digimon's Digivolution trait, until the end of your opponent's turn, none of your Digimons are affected by your opponent's Digimon's effects. During the opponent's turn, all turns, your Digimon with Systemon, Huckmon in their name or Roll Nitrate gain Reboot and Blocker. So these 2 cards enable a lot of protection that the deck is missing, and with this it kind of allows for a blanket protection for your whole board, so it's very important that you kind of draw into these 2 early or have an opening hand. You kind of want to hard play a lot of things. It's kind of hard to digivolve into like a stack, so like hard playing level 5 or level 4 isn't that bad. And then for the last few Digimons, I run 2 of the new JESMON GX Ace and 1 of the JESMON GX from the BT10. So it is a blast digivolve, and on play when digivolving and when attacking once per turn by placing 1 Royal Nitrate card from your hand or trash to the bottom of this Digimon's Digivolution. Delete one of your opponent's Digimons with as much or less DP, and then when attacking, this Digimon unsuspends. Then for every 2 Royal Nitrates in this Digimon's Digivolution, trash your opponent's top security. So the GX allows a lot of OTK potential and control, which is pretty nice. And for the old JESMON GX, when digivolving, you may place 1 card with Royal Knights in its trait and a play cost of 13 or less from your hand or trash under this Digimon's bottom Digivolution card. It activates that card's when digivolving effect, and this JESMON GX gains Blitz. And all turns, when a card with Royal Knight in its trait is in this Digivolution card, this Digimon gains Piercing, Blocker, and gains 1 security. So this deck has the potential to just one-shot your opponent if you draw really well, as it allows you to tuck a bunch of Royal Knights under it and gain a bunch of security stacks. I'll be showing OTK combo near the end of the video. And finally, for the option in Tamers, it's just a bunch of card draw. I have 4 from Master Disciple. It reveals top 3 and adds 1 to your hand. Then the delay effect is the next time when your Digimon would digivolve, reduce the play cost by 1. It's a simple card, but I feel like it's very effective. Then we run 2 copies of Garnet Memory Boost, just more ways to get into your level 5s, level 4s, your Gankoomons, and delay gain 2 memory. Finally, we have 1 Tamer, which is Analog You, helps you reveal top 3 and adds 1, and you gain a memory for an alternate effect, which is pretty nice. So let's get to the combos. All right, here we have the combo segment. There's multiple combos that you can do with the deck, and it kind of just leads to the same thing, just has different components. So I'll show you so the variables of the cards that you do can interchange, but for the main ones, so this is like turn 2, where let's say you breeded from like level 3 into like a Bauhack in your hand. This is kind of like one of the main hands you kind of want to look for when you're playing this deck. So let's say your enemy mana choked you, 1 mana, and you have either these 2 in hand or these 2 in hand. Does not really matter. First, you kind of want to move up your Huckmon from breeding, and there's 2 things you can do here. The first step always is to hard play your Gankoomon for a reduced play cost of 6 from Bao Huckmon's main effect and Gankoomon's reduced 4. So for 6, you give your opponent 5 mana, which is a lot, but on play, this Gankoomon can either digivolve into a Gankoomon X antibody, which de-digivolves 2 and makes your whole board immune. So even though if your opponent has 5 mana, it's kind of hard for them to interact with your board. It's either to play an option card to remove Gankoomon, which will cost usually 5 memory or more, or they play a Digimon, build up a stack. but most of the time it can't really interact with our board and gives us time to either kill that Digimon or end the game. For the more aggressive play, when the Gankoomon on play triggers, you Digivolve your Baohawkmon for free cost. It pops 5k or less. Then end your turn, you want to suspend the Gankoomon to Digivolve into either the starter deck JESMON or the BT20 JESMON. Honestly, it's whichever is in your hand or whichever situation calls for. If there's something you want to pop that's 8k or less, you go for the BT20 JESMON. If your opponent doesn't really have anything that's a threat and you kind of just want to remove a bunch of security, you can go for the starter deck JESMON. So for this example, we'll just go to the starter deck JESMON, as there's something extra you could do with the starter deck JESMON. So when Digivolving, it has Blitz, so it can swing at your opponent. When swinging, you can play a Systemon from hand and it'll gain a +1 security check. But the reason we play the BT10 Systemon CL is because you can play out for free with the starter deck JESMON. And on play, one of your Digimons may Digivolve into a Royal Knight trait. So what you could do is its effect resolves and you can Digivolve into either one of the X antibodies, and this stack will gain +1 security. So you're already swinging at for 2 security. You can either play out this JESMON GX where it can play a Systemon from your hand or track without playing its cost, or this JESMON GX which gives 1 turn immunity for 1 Digimon and it gives somebody Blitz. Both works. And for the JESMONs, this combo needs the starter deck JESMON, but let's say you don't have a starter deck JESMON, you just have the BT20 JESMON. It's also pretty good as some of the token, and either allows the token to swing or the JESMON. If you choose the JESMON to swing, it will have Alliance, so it'll also be swinging for 2 checks by tapping your token, as they both have Reboot. So when choosing JESMONs to Digivolve into, it's really just what the board state is. If your opponent has something that's a threat that you can pop that's 8k or less, this one is pretty good. But the reason why I prefer running the starter deck JESMON is because it enables a really big combo which allows you to Digivolve into either the old JESMON X antibody, which plays a Sistermon, or the new one, which gives a 1 turn immunity. And with this combo, when you're going to X antibody, you actually do reduce your opponent's mana by 1, so you get them 4, and you're swinging at 2 checks. Moving on to the second combo, you want the BT13 Hawkmon, and let's say all you have is just 1 memory from your opponent. Either this Baohawkmon is in your raising or on the field, so start of your turn, you want to move it up if it's not already on the field. Then you kind of just want to hard play the Systemon CL. This one's also from BT10, so it's the same Systemon that you're utilizing in the first combo. When a Systemon is played, this Baohawkmon may Digivolve into a Savior Hawkmon. So you use 4 to play Systemon CL. Baohawkmon's effect triggers for 1. Opponent's members at 4. You'll Digivolve into Savior Hawkmon. It's on play when Digivolving effect activates, you pop a 5 here or less. Then Systemon CL's effect will trigger, allowing one of your Digimons to Digivolve into a Royal Knight. So what you could do is either Digivolve into a BT20 JESMON or the Star Deck JESMON, and allows you to both allows to swing with Alliance. This is a pretty simple combo. You don't really, it's not as gas heavy as the first one, but it's still pretty nice. So you're giving your opponent still 4 mana, but you do have a JESMON on field, and you do reduce their mana to 3 as you're Digivolving into a Hawkmon or Royal Knight. And then finally, for the last combo, this is kind of like the game-ending combo, and it really just requires you to have 1 mana. Most of these combos require you to have 1 mana. So let's say you have a Gankoomon X antibody, or even just Gankoomon on the field. Same with the JESMON or JESMON X antibody. For this combo, I'll just demonstrate it with X antibody. So for the first game-ending combo, you kind of want to just Digivolve into your GX, the one from BT10. Now, yes, you're giving your opponent 5 mana, but you can potentially end the game if you have another Digimon on the field. So when Digivolving, you can place a Digimon under its evolution and it activates when Digivolving effect. So there's multiple things we can do here. If you're not able to end the opponent this turn, what you could do is just tuck in your Gankoomon X antibody under it, and it'll activate its blanket protection for the turn. Digivolves 2. JESMON GX is allowed to swing, and with its effect, it gains +3 security as you're swinging for 4 security and you're putting out blanket effect. But let's say you evolve from the stack and the Savior Hawkmon is under it. With Alliance, you're swinging with 5 security checks, which is enough to end the opponent's games. Or if you're confident your opponent does not have Ace or a way to deal with it, another combo you could do is with the JESMON GX, when Digivolving effect, you can tuck JESMON GX Ace under it to activate its Digivolving effect. And with JESMON GX Ace, you can tuck in something high to pop something. You can tuck in Gankoomon X antibody, JESMON X antibody, JESMON. But really what we want to do here is the main reason why we want to do this is because we can tuck in another Royal Knight. And then it gives our JESMON GX 5 security swings without alliance. And then for the GX game ender combos, say GX is on the field. Let's say a blast onto JESMON Ace. It's when digivolving. When you blast from your opponent's turn, you tuck into a Royal Knight under and pop something that's equal DP or less. And let's say the GX stays on the field and it's your turn. When swinging, when attacking, you can tuck in another Royal Knight to pop something. So we'll tuck in another Gankoomon, or any level 6 honestly, to pop something. And then when attacking, it'll unsuspend. And for every 2 Royal Knights in its Digivolution card, it'll trash the top security. So you're swinging for 1 security, unsuspends, trashes 1, and then you swing again, and you're also taking 1 security and you're removing 1. So if you have a Digimon that's on the field already, you could end for game pretty easily. And yeah, that's about it for the deck profile. I'm gonna Digivolve for 5 into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. JESMON GX. When Digivolving, I can place 1 Royal Knight with this trait with play cost of 13 or less into the bottom of this Digivolution card, and it activates its when Digivolving effect. Okay. Because I'm gonna have to put JESMON GX again. Ace! Oh my god. Under Digivolution cards, and it activates when Digivolving effect. So when Digivolving, I can place another Royal Knight under its trait and delete something with DP equal or less. So I'm gonna have to put JESMON under it to delete your Mega Digimon. Okay. And then because when Digivolving, it gains Blitz. So I'm gonna swing and all turns it gets +1 security, piercing, and blocker. And the +1 security is equal to the amount of Royal Knights I have under it. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 security checks from JESMON GX. Wrap it up.
Be weak blade? Okay, actually, put it on main. I'll put it on the field.
Wrap it up.
How many checks was it? 5? 5. Yo. I'm not giving up.
Wrap it up.
I'm not giving up.
Wrap it up.
Alright. Security. I'm gonna play a level 5 or lower from my hand. This is the best I can do. Here. Digimon with Rush. Doesn't matter. Alright, end of your turn. He reboots.
Inherited from Gankoomon X antibody, all my Digimons have rebooting blocker. 4. JESMON. When Digivolving gains Blitz, so I'll be swinging at you. When attacking, I can play Systemon from hand without paying its cost. I'll play Systemon CL Awaken. On play, when my opponent's Digimons or Tamer can't suspend at the end of their turn, so they cannot suspend. Or when I play Digimon, gain plus security. Swing at you, and I have Alliance, so I'll tap Systemon CL for 3 security checks.
Alright. Alright. Alright, 1k.
End of turn, this card goes to my top security.
So I'm gonna swing directly at your face.
But I'm gonna have to.
Oh my. Suspended though.
And on play, when Digivolving or when attacking, I can place 1 Royal Knight from my trash or hand to the bottom of this Digivolution card and delete a Digimon with DP equal or less. JESMON GX X antibody under it to delete your Mega Digimon.
What the heck? Oh hell no! Digivolve, so I'm gonna Digivolve into a Digimon. Return this to the bottom of your deck.
I'll move Huckmon up, start of main. I'll trash this Huckmon to draw a card in game memory. First, I'm going to Digivolve for 2. Huck. I'll crack my Grand Memory Boost for 2 memory. The Saber Huck. When Digivolve, delete 5 here or less. So I'll delete your Shellmon for 3. Digivolve into JESMON. On play when Digivolve, I could get a token with Reboot Blocker, Decoy, Black and Red, 6k. Then one of my Digimons may attack. So I'll swing with JESMON at your Hastromon. It has Alliance.
Alright, over 4.
Yep. Into JESMON X antibody. When Digivolving, I can play 1 Digimon with Systemon in its name from my hand or trash. Its play cost. Then, if JESMON is in this Digivolution card, or I have a Digimon Systemon is on the field, my opponents, all my Digimons may attack unsuspended Digimons and have plus 2k. I think it's the end of your opponent's turn, yeah. So I'm gonna use this back to play a Systemon for trash or hand.
Okay, this guy's still suspended.
I will play Systemon CL. On play, one of my Digimons may Digivolve into a Digimon with Royal Knight in its trait in my hand for a play cost of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna hard play Gankoomon. Gankoomon effect activates on player when digivolving. One of my Digimons can digivolve to a level 6 or lower without paying cost. My hand or trash. Alright, I'm gonna digivolve Gankoomon into Gankoomon X antibody because I digivolve into a Royal Knight or Huckmon. Gain memory. When digivolving, digivolve to one of your Digimons. Then, if Gankoomon is under its digit cost, my whole board is unaffected by your Digimon effects to the end of your turn. And during my opponent's turn, all my Royal Knights gain reboot and blocker. When one of my Digimons digivolves into Huckmon or Royal Knight trait, I gain memory. I'll hard play for 8 Gankoomon. On play, one of my Digimons can digivolve from level 2 to lower. Card with Pokemon name or Royal Knight from my hand or trash, without paying cost. So I'll digivolve into save your Pokemon. On play, delete. End of turn, I can suspend one of my other Digimons, and I can digivolve into a JESMON. I'll suspend my Ganko. I'll digivolve into JESMON X antibody. But during my turn, all of my Digimon from Systemon or Royal Knight trait gains piercing and can attack your unsuspended Digimon. Turn that.
4 cost of 4. Oh, the Ace! Do you Digimon 1, and then return 1 Digimon with cost 7 or lower to the bottom of the deck.
Oh my god, okay. Digivolve for 5 into JESMON GX. When I digivolve into a Pokemon with its name, or Royal Knight, I gain memory. And then when digivolving, you can place 1 card with Royal Knight with play cost 13 or less from hand or trash under his digivolve protection, and activates when digivolving effect. I'll place JESMON GX under. To activate its one Digimon effect. When digivolving, place a Royal Knight and delete something with as much DP or less from trash or hand. I will place, or just my X antibody, so I'll pop this. 4, place this one seal, go to the top 3, well, this one. Swing at your Crabmon.
We'll block.
Okay. Security checks for 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Yep.
Kill. Oh my! Monkeys. Alright, man.
I'll swing System CL.
Okay. Deep Sea's effect. I'm gonna play level 5 or lower Digimon without paying the cost. I'll play a Mega Digimon.
Wait.
Yeah? Yeah.
What think you?
There's nothing wrong.
No. I said stays. Alright, I'm not gonna bring you up.
You're swing man.
No.
Alright, that's an ace, right?
Yeah.
You have 4 cards.
Cause you're good.
Hey!
Who's your
This is not a purple deck.
No, this is your good. Let me see what okay. Digimon 1.
Oh,
Then return play cost. Digimon this guy. And you can't return him.
yeah, gotta get rid of this
Let
guy.
me double check this guy.
No, it's just a... Yo, it's not that broken.
Oh, yeah, Digimon 1. Still that. He's still
Yeah, you're right.
let me see.
No, it's just nothing. That's not that tag.
Okay. Does he have blocker?
No.
Okay. Okay. Yo, I'm chilling. Yes.